Scandalous forms inherit the stars with the light beam looking on from above the galaxy's limits. All that's formed to circulate above the basic need to be exampled. Holding a Harvard gift for the starving mule to settle the statement. I sit in amusement and fancy channel skip to what seldom good counts the caterpillars beneath the floorboards. Forsaken fear that held him through a fruitless claim. Presumed he wasn't mad in the first place. Unplugged rooms embraced by the hermit. Who abandoned friendship given 40 acres and adjacent. Sat on a park bench think we might be trapped in a war palace. If only we learned to speak past hilarious crooks that never captured peers with a bitter sense of worth. And scrambled by the earthworm we built the skyscrapers torn beneath the floodplains. Famed in its appearance. Rehearsed of stolen forms misled by whatever movement stands for the balance and act above shipwreck. Frail between dreams and created mess. Now I need rooms filled with oxygen, seemingly debate upon rainfall. Following the winds, eventually molded by footsteps trapped in a golden carriage. As frozen land succumbs to the waves of a warm current, will I stand visible to the outcome to sound angelic? My little occasion sits on walls to carry theme songs that frankly sat bewildered and amazed. I formulate my human form into words and paragraphs. Grasp the instrument, let loose the vocal dagger. In direct proportion, what MCs want to achieve is far from the right proximity. I formulate my human form into words and paragraphs. Grasp the instrument, let loose the vocal dagger. In direct proportion, what MCs want to achieve is far from the right proximity. Beyond numerical order, I escape reality in pursuit of knowledge abduction, making the physical potent it's hard to get influenced. Sat in bed, sit retirement, while bullshit circulates, delta remains administered to the eye, contained like aerosol. Off the wall, piece of mind playing with metaphors. Tonight's crew makes 3D visually unattainable. I also adapt to the ozone intrusion, never indulge in chemistry or something similar. Relaxation of minds is lost, like thought left its occupant. My lyrics transcend, facing your foul component. Subconscious timescales emit far inside, you get paranoid. Obviously mistaken secret events are drawn to a miss. Between the lines of words there's a myth that's occupied. I formulate my human form into words and paragraphs. Grasp the instrument, let loose the vocal dagger. In direct proportion, what MCs want to achieve is far from the right proximity. I formulate my human form into words and paragraphs. Grasp the instrument, let loose the vocal dagger. In direct proportion, what MCs want to achieve is far from the right proximity. The earth conquered, beyond sight to inflict into my spectrum, called upon to exploit the great quarters. Surrealist of expression, my physical form ended, living off spiritual dependency. Catch MCs like lobsters, dark polluted in seas. When oil spills, it's easy to predict your misfortune. Ghastly figures approach me from the wilderness, climbing a large fortress. Enter the streets at night, hidden behind the massive tenants. Extract graffiti, taking words all natural. No pharmaceutical touches my bloodstream, independent, sparking the green essence. They exploit wisdom at 25 and 8. A student buying resin, at times I stress through my ex with greasy fingers. She's an android who's very disturbing. Hip-hop's a way of thinking, check my tape collection. From British MCs to MCs that come through and meditate, I lose ground. I formulate my human form into words and paragraphs. Resting the instrument, I lose the vocal dagger. In direct proportion, what MCs want to achieve is far from the right proximity. I formulate my human form into words and paragraphs. Grasp the instrument, let loose the vocal dagger. In direct proportion, what MCs want to achieve is far from the right proximity. Liquid preserved in these times of treachery. Believe it, people rhyme with caliber. 0% effort. My ideas float when pens touch the surface. Emit sight for the most high and high. Write poetry to relax the emotions. Could be electromagnetic waves of the conscience. I feel far from the present. Interpreting others becomes reality. Using words in obvious contradiction. Many lines wish to be freed. Brain cells keep them locked away, starved of oxygen. Now I choose to inspire heads. Lose touch of nothing but it's reality when I start to transcend. Asbest the Moor kin breaks ground cause it feel like it's the fellowship of hip-hop that keeps it on a stable ground. Soon starts to meditate and lose nothing but the rawness. This is how we adapt, straight underground. Asbest the Moor king. DJ Goo, yes we transcend from London straight to Geneva.